The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 364. NASDAQ is off 62. S&P's off 38. Gold contract up $3.60, trading at $17.02 an ounce. You get silver up 20 cents, $15.50 an ounce. Light sweet crude. That's the number out here, folks. So I'm going to give you the May contract first. May contract right now is trading down $5.95. You're at $12.32. And we just have to go over and take a look at this contract just for a second, because you'll find it hard to comprehend that you actually traded to $10.77. That is the ultimate crash. There's no two ways about that. Now, that's the May contract, folks. June contract out here. And the May contract expires tomorrow. June contract is trading $23.07. And you can see the aspect of this just tested the lows that were established out here on the 18th. Which is 2164. You hit 2165 out here this morning. So no doubt something, a generational move, that's for sure. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 6 ticks, trading 139.02. The 30-year up 27 at 180.23. And King Dollar. King Dollar up 83 ticks, trading 99.861. The Euro's at 108. The yen is at 107 and a quarter. And the British pound's at 124 to $1 US. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning. That oil contract's going on, that's for sure.
It's just amazing, isn't it? You know, I was looking, when I get up this morning, folks, and I was up early, I looked at this, I said, what? I couldn't even believe it, man. I mean, it was down like $7, you know.
So I had looked it up before, right? And I just looked it up again in terms of what a barrel of crude oil, what it produces.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff, man. It's 20 gallons of gas, 12 gallons of diesel, and 4 gallons of jet fuel. And it's selling for $11.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. And so what you have here, folks, what happens is this. So picture, the contract tomorrow, what's going on is that if you listen to the Tommy Show, no one wants, they can't give it away, folks, okay, because there's no way to put it. That's what's going on. So Cushing, okay, which is one of the main oil supplies storage units in the United States, okay, the bottom line is that Cushing out here going all the way back, let's see, the storage there, I just had this up. I mean, the storage was almost full in February, and we're at April, 20th.
Yeah.
So there's no way to put it. Oh, here it is here. Okay. So stockpiles at Cushing.
If you could post your chart, too. I don't think we have your chart.
Okay. Let's see.
There we go.
That. Oh, 1 second. Oh.
All right. That's all right.
Yeah. I got to change this. So 1 second. Which one do I change? Bummer.
Okay. We'll get it at the break.
Okay.
You have a camera icon instead of a video camera. If you right-click on that and go to, is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, right-click on that, and then it'd be timed application.
I don't have.
Yeah.
Well, I have to do
Okay.
it. I don't have any icon at all. That's what's going on.
Okay, sure. That's all right. Keep going. They got it on Tiger TV, just not in the den.
So Cushing. So Cushing, folks. Bottom line. That had, okay, let's see what they're saying here. Cushing, let me pull this over here. Okay.
I saw people posting pictures for $1 gas, man, out in Colorado, filling up for 17 gallons for $17 and change. But go ahead.
Wow.
I know.
So, look at this. By the end of February, Cushing had jumped 48% to 55 million barrels. The end of February, it only has storage capacity of 76 million. So we don't even have the March or April numbers here. I don't have them in this article anyway.
Yeah, do you know what happens? A great question in the den. I don't know. What happens when, like, you own the contracts, you know, you're supposed to, physical delivery is supposed to occur, and you can't accommodate that? Do you know how that plays out?
No, but their history, that's the real bottom line.
Yeah, it's a big problem, right?
Yeah, it's a monster problem because you're going to have to come up with the money because what ends up happening, so I know technically how it works on the trade. So what happens with the trade, folks, is that the CME has already come over to your account. They know that you have enough money in the account in order to take the delivery. They're going to take the money, and then you got to figure out how you're going to take the delivery.
Sure.
How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
This is something else. There's no doubt about it. Now, market-wise, okay, we'll see where this baby wants to shake out, folks. If we take a look at, you've had a monster run on the way up. No two ways about that. And the real question is going to be, do you get any type of retracement? Thus far, this is a flat market out here this morning.
Sure.
No doubt about that. The gold contract, bottom line, you're up $1. That's also flattening out. That came back to almost the breakout area. The breakout area in gold is 1676. We hit 1685 out here this morning. So we'll see whether that can get any traction. And then, of course, notes and bonds. Notes and bonds out here. We had sideways move last week, and we're still trading sideways this week. So it seems, my take right now is that we're going to get a small pullback. And actually, I'm not saying a small pullback either. What I'm looking for actually is a pullback right to the breakout area, which would be like 2637. That's 200 S&P points. So
yeah,
see a couple weeks. We'll see where that shakes out, man.
2637. If you had told everybody that the S&Ps would be up 500 points from where we were on March 23rd, right, within the next month, would you be happy? Of course you'd be happy. Yes. So even if it pulls back there, right? Think about that. That'd be almost 25%. If you said, don't worry, we're at a March 23rd low, the market has pulled back like 40%, but we're going to pop 25% the next month, of course. So we've had quite a run.
Right. Now, if we go back to the oil market again for a second, hey, I got to show you something here, folks. This is pretty intense because we had a question in there about when the contract rolls over, oil price goes up $10, just to change the contract. Something that we all have to wrap our head around is this. When we're giving you the oil prices, that's the futures. If we were really buying oil, in that same article, it's saying that there's some oil out of Texas that they're selling at $2. $2. So always remember that. The future, and there's a disconnect right now in a monster way in between the futures and what the price of oil is. Now, the U.S., look at this number, Tom. This is like sick. So the U.S. oil fund took the most in on record last week.
Okay.
And this just goes to show you, folks, okay, I know you've heard it many times, that the market.
Is that USO?
It is.
Yeah, okay.
It is, okay? So they added $1.6 billion. That's the largest weekly gain on record, okay? So every person, folks, was figuring, not every person, but that's quite a bit of money, was saying that, hey, we think oil's at lows. And then
they like the risk reward, right?
Yeah. And, it's only 30 cents, it's 10%, but bottom line is that it's pretty wild that you actually could put that much money into the USO, because that means, folks, that they have to put that money to work, and they're down 10% in one day.
Yeah, and it went down all week. It might be down more than 10%. That's only from Friday's close, too, right?
Yes. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 357. You get the Nasdaq off 44. S&Ps are off 37. And bottom line, folks, is that you have a market, sideways, slightly lower. We'll see where this baby wants to shake out. Right now, it's pretty wild that we can say when the Dow's down 361 that we're going sideways. But
right. But you're right, man. And I opened the market last night for the S&Ps, and they were within 4 points at one point. I said, there's going to be no action, but it had already went down and up like a full percent by the time I took a look at it last night. So quick action for sure.
Yes. So Shake Shack, check this one out, folks. This is going to be pretty wild watching how this thing shakes out. So Shake Shack, bottom line is that they have a huge amount of restaurants right across the country. What the story is out here this morning is that they did get $10 million in the Paycheck Protection Program. And what happened over the weekend, there was, basically, the article says they were getting blasted on social media, but the bottom line is that the chairman of the board decided to turn around and send the $10 million back to the government because of the fact that there were so many other smaller businesses that didn't get any money.
Sure. I mean, that company, I think I saw it's a $1.6 billion company.
Right.
That was not supposed to be, $10 million to that company. It's not going to make or break, evidenced by the fact that they just gave it back, right? Whereas $10 million to small businesses, that could help a lot of small businesses, for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And so the news is that, within, the next couple of days, the administration and the Republicans and the Democrats are thinking that they're going to basically be able to put another $350 million. The last number was like 387 or something.
Yeah.
Into that program. The real question is going to be, folks, if they put it in there, number one, will they make the restrictions a little bit different and bring this down to 20, 50 employees or something like this?
Sure. So where the hitch comes in that article you sent me in the Bloomberg is that the government defines it's meant for small businesses. They define those as less than 500 people. A loophole in the bailout allows franchisees and chains to count employees on a store-by-store basis. So franchisees and chains, I think if it's restaurants or hotels of some kind of hitch as well. But that's what's allowing it. So maybe they fix that because, they mentioned Ruth's Chris, right? Ruth's Hospitality. We saw them, and anything like that.
Yeah, and there's no doubt, man. So, time in the trade, folks, okay? I haven't done one of these in years. But guess what? It's time. We're going to do a time in the trade workshop. It's going to be, if you go over to the front page of TFNN, it's going to be a week from this Thursday, so it's 10 days from now. You'll see it right on the front there. It's going to go from 9 to 4 in the afternoon, 12 to 1. We'll take a break. Bottom line is that what you get with this, you get the copy of the book, you get my newsletter for the month, and then we're going to go through the whole system, folks. That's what it comes down to. Right from quality, volume, ABC structures on the way up, on the way down, confluence, swing points, bottom line, the whole ball of wax. If you want to really understand this time in the trade, great time to do it. Check it out. It is Thursday, right? Thursday.
It's next Thursday. You got it, April 30th. Remarkable that we're coming into May already, man. It's been a while since you've done a 6-hour all-day seminar. So I'm sure a bunch of people will have some good action. It should be exciting, man.
And, the bottom line is that we have an ABC market, too, folks. That's what's also going on.
The volatility right now is amazing, man. I mean,
isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see where we shake out today. What is happening over in Europe right now is pretty interesting. I mean, they got a flat market, man. The DAX was down at 10,444, and it came back 160 points. You're only down 20 points right now. The FTSE looks like it's a flat market. Maybe it's up 20 points or something.
Hey, how about Amazon? Positive territory again. 1.5% up to above 24.10. And could you check out Netflix as well? What's going on? Because they're up almost like another 4% today. Quite a pop, up 16.
That's because you were watching them so much over the weekend.
That's right, man. I am a big fan. I got a lot of different programs I'm juggling right now in the evening. Yeah, there's lots of great choices, man. Disney, you see Disney? They got 2 downgrades. They're back to almost 102. They're down like 4%. It's really interesting how, Netflix is just the hero. Disney has 50 million plus, and there's a lot of action, though. I wonder what the costs are for those parks, what the fear is, because they have been held down during this for sure. Yeah,
and that's probably the point. The cost of just keeping the parks up to speed. Basically the maintenance of parks got to be pretty amazing, man. I mean, so if you have nothing coming in one side and you got to keep everything up, that's gonna make a big difference. There's no doubt about that.
I'm just really surprised when you put Netflix and Disney on charts that are against each other, and obviously vastly different companies still. But Disney's business in the long term could be direct-to-consumer programming, right? That seems like the deal. They'll have their parks that go with it, and then they'll have all their programs that'll air, whether it's in the movie theaters first, then to consumers. And the concern over no revenue from the parks whatsoever and no movie theaters for the time being just really hurting them.
Yeah. I think when people are looking at it, Netflix, you're just paying for service. I mean, they can stop, paying for production anytime they want, right? You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. Because I watched Ozark. Have you watched season 3?
Yeah. No, I've watched Ozark though. Yeah.
That's just that I was excited for the 3rd season, right? I get excited for some of the good programs that they do release. So that does drive some of the action for sure.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. I mean,
as I sign up for Disney, I become more critical of those other ones and making sure I'm using them.
I know, that's funny.
Yeah. You know what I missed last night? Did you see? I'm going to have to check it out. The Michael Jordan documentary started on.
I didn't see it. Yeah, on ESPN, we're gonna
right? Yeah, I've heard it's amazing. I think it's 10 hours, or they played the first 2 episodes, so 2 hours last night, and I think they might play a couple every week, maybe, or something over 5 weeks.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be pretty cool. Those Jordan years.
Oh, I bet.
I know, right?
I'm
going to check that out for sure.
That was something else, no doubt about it. Let's go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. In both cases here, the XAU as well as the HUI, folks, what you want to be watching out for the next couple of weeks is that they are both trying to launch this 7-year consolidation that they've been in. We go all the way back to 2013. They're both at the top of the range. XAU is sitting right about 10 points underneath it. The HUI is about 20 points underneath it. There's going to be a big number, man. I mean, because some of the stronger gold equities have already launched that thing. But if you get the two largest indices inside the gold market launch it, you're going to get some big action, man. So, as I said, the leaders have launched it, and once they launch a 7-year consolidation, they've got some big action, man. I mean, if we take a look at Newmont, just look at this. It's pretty amazing that you're getting a consolidation, you launch the consolidation, and then in 2 weeks, Newmont goes from to $60 from $44 once it launched it. Pretty amazing. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's down 355. Nasdaq's off 21. S&P's off 34. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 369, Nasdaq off 24, S&Ps are off 35. And if we go over to Boeing, I mean, you talk about yin and yang inside Boeing, folks, okay? They got a lot of different cancellations. And on Friday, the bottom line got confirmation of an order, but a couple of them look like really disaster. You got Germany canceling 45 fighter jets from Boeing. You have...
That says order, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the order. Thank you. That's the order. So they're Germany. That was the good one. They ordered
fighter jets, though. Fighter jets, not the big.
Not the Max, right?
Yeah.
And the Max, one of the leasing companies, I believe, was. Yeah,
there
here
you
it
go,
is
number
right
2.
here.
Yeah.
That's China Development Bank Financial Leasing reached an agreement with Boeing to terminate purchase and delivery of 29 737 Maxes on order. The move will leave Chinese leasing firm with 70 737 Max on order and yet to be delivered. So Boeing still got
that's a lot of planes. They canceled 29 of them, even if they have 70 left. That's a lot of. Those planes are not cheap, as we all know, man. Canceling 29 plane orders. Whew.
It's big.
Yeah.
The thing that's going to be wild here, folks, is that there's no way that anyone can figure out what any of these companies are going to be making in the next 6 months. I mean, it's like really.
You better believe that, man.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what a fundamentalist does out here at this particular point. Because
no, and that's why you're seeing the swings. In terms of so hard to, the analysts out there. Can you imagine being an analyst right now talking about having to earn your paycheck, man? Can you imagine being like a retail analyst,
right,
and having to decipher where Target, Walmart, JCPenney, whatever it is going to come out with their numbers?
Yes.
So difficult.
No, there's no
almost
doubt.
Impossible, I would say. That's why the CEOs are pulling their guidance, because why not? Because
Right.
they can't be blamed, because there's no way you can really, for the next 1 to 2 quarters at least.
And then the real question is, if they're pulling the guidance and you're going on fundamentals, why are you buying? Or why are you selling? And you get both of them, really. Do you know what I'm saying?
You could. I mean, you can always make the argument, longer term if you believe in, whatever it is, because look at Amazon, et cetera, Walmart. But short term, very difficult to put a number on, a year-end forecast or something like that. Poof.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, this is where this gets into. Let's see, Virgin Atlantic. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I send you this article?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so this is pretty wild, folks. Okay, Virgin. I guess I can bring Virgin Australia up anyway. The same thing's going to come up. I'm just looking for this one story. What the story is, folks, is this. Here it is here. So Richard Branson, of course, we all know who Richard Branson is. The bottom line is that he's saying that both of his airlines, Virgin Atlantic out of Australia, as well as Virgin Atlantic out of the UK, bottom line, is fighting to survive if they don't get funds in order to keep them alive. And what has happened is that in Virgin Australia, the bottom line is they're saying, hey, we'll continue to look at it. In Virgin Atlantic's case, okay, Britain, okay, bottom line, has held his application, and I suspect what some of this has to do with, and this is where this gets really intriguing, folks, meaning in the case that you get billions of dollars, you decided, okay, I'm going to basically leave the country. Now, in his case, he went to the British Virgin Islands, but he's been down in the West Indies in a long period of time, Tom, okay?
Okay, I'm reading it. Yeah, pretty cool. Go ahead.
And so they're looking at saying, do I really want to basically prop up an entrepreneur that, looks like he has a lot of money? And he's writing a letter saying, hey, that money that I have, bottom line, a lot of it was in my Virgin Atlantic stock, my Virgin Australia stock, and he has put Virgin Galactic as his new deal, and he still owns 51% of that. But you can see that this is where this gets really wild, folks, in the aspect of, are you going to pay taxes in the country that you're expecting to get bailed out on? And I think you're going to have to basically fight that thing out. Do you know what I mean? To see how that's going to shake out.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just in Googling, they put his wealth at $4.4 billion. And I saw something in there that he was willing to put $250 million into injection into those companies. So that's pretty nice to give himself a $4 billion cushion if that's the case, right? I'm sure that's what you could say as you move those companies, like you're saying.
And who would ever think? This is what's really strange. Who would ever think that $4 billion probably isn't enough. That's where I think his head's.
You know what? I was going to make the point, right? I wanted to see what he was worth. And I was like, oh, $4 billion. Okay, well, he can't just like dump $1 billion or $2 billion. You know, I mean, you wouldn't. You would just he would not do that, right, if he didn't have to.
Right.
So, yeah, versus Jeff Bezos at $143 billion, yes, he could spend $5 billion to prop up what's going on. But that would put Richard Branson $600 million in debt, so you see. Yeah.
Right. And just to hit, I got to pull this up for a second. You know, I'm going to pull up quick. So, because the numbers are so large that we're talking about now, folks, if I bring you back to 1998 for a second, you're not going to believe this number, because this is so weird that we have a system now that is dealing with such large numbers, and that in 1998, the Asian contagion, I believe that long-term capital, I think the numbers we were talking about on long-term capital, folks, when they almost brought down the whole system, let's see what it says. It's a shot number. I mean, we're only talking like a few $1 billion compared to what we're talking now.
Yeah, so I got it up, man. Nothing like Wikipedia, of course.
Yeah.
So it looks like initially successful, returns over 21%. In 1998, it lost $4.6 billion in less than 4 months.
So imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that crazy?
Yep.
And, folks, that was a disaster. But that's all that was $4.4 billion. But yet, that's how much I can see why people really think, certain people, that the bottom line is that this thing has to implode at some certain point. Because, I mean, you know, what?
Sure.
That was almost of course, it wasn't the end of the world, folks, okay? But if you're in the marketplace, it was a nasty market on a continual basis from, I think it's June right into October. I mean, it was just, it just kept slicing it up, and it just kept going south, man. But the number correlation blows my mind, because $4 billion evidently then was a lot of money. $4 billion now, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, that is 22 years ago, inflation-wise. What were the S&Ps trading at in 1998, for some context? They were trading at, oh, wow, pretty remarkable. We were at 813, the same place we were at in 2009.
There you go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year, or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year, or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 338. Nasdaq is off 25. S&P is off 34. We got gold up $6. You got silver up 24 cents. Let's just take a look at that silver market for a second. So silver, folks, okay, bottom line, lifted its head up last week. 21,000 contracts, nothing heavy. Silver's having a hard time making it into the larger range, which is 1640. Right now you're at that 1553 number. So we don't have, you get first in the month, we're basically half a month away from that, folks. So this is going to be a really intriguing time, I would say, as to where the markets, what's going to drive these markets higher at this particular point,
Yeah, we've had such a bounce, man. I mean, we're getting to a point. Are you telling me there's going to be no negative price action priced into this market that's been shut down? I mean, we've talked about the NASDAQ is back to being positive for the year. How is that even possible with things shutting down? I mean, yeah, there's some growth, but even the S&Ps from where we came from 2,100 to 2,800, the all-time high. I mean, we were just at 3,000 in October.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
We're running into an area that's,
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
And as Tommy just brought this up, this is the most amazing, I would say, the good old tech.
Yes.
If you're watching Tiger TV, I'm gonna bring this across, and you're going to see we are right now where we were on January 2nd, folks. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that?
You're positive for the year.
The low for January 2nd was 87.86. The high was 88.73, and we're at 88.12. Who would ever think that, right?
You call your broker up, right? And the broker goes, don't worry, I bought the NDX 100 on January 1st, and we're positive for the year.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And what does happen, I can understand the tech companies more, meaning that, okay, that's where they're there, versus an S&P because you have the big dogs inside the NDX 100, folks, and we're talking all digital numbers, man. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, people are using Microsoft Teams, right? People are using Google Hangouts. People are using Facebook, FaceTime, all of that stuff, let alone Netflix, Tesla. And, I was thinking about it, the NASDAQ is always more likely, because they're growth companies, to be built on like the future versus anything like a revenue stream dividend stock. So as a result, and in the future, this not that it's ever a good thing. It's going to accelerate the growth though of those companies. We've talked about it. More people working remotely, more people watching. Maybe it's YouTube, signing up for Netflix. I've signed up for Disney in that time.
Sure.
All of those transitions.
And it's scary, folks, okay, for companies that, we've all heard, the cloud has taken over everything. And, if we just look at Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, leads by quite a way inside that business. But that is the only part of the real estate business that basically those companies have those companies in a huge way. Meaning if you're a cloud company, folks, okay, and your stuff's on a cloud, I was reading a bunch of stories about it over the weekend. It's pretty intense because they're not backing off from the rents that they want. But some of these rents are $14,000, $20,000 a month.
Yeah. I mean, if you're running a big-time online operation, right? And that's where things really get interesting because maybe that company is benefiting as well, man. If you're running a big-time online operation and you're renting cloud space for that, I don't know. I mean, when they're employing maybe you're the website for Macy's or something. They're a customer, right? That one's maybe tougher because Macy's is getting hit. Meanwhile, they have these bills. I'm sure you have a lot of companies that are huge that are paying for cloud space that also have physical operations that are hurting.
I watched last night Social Network.
That's a good one.
Mark Zuckerberg, yeah. That was
controlling everything, man. Keeping all those shares for himself.
Yeah, I didn't get the part. I guess I want to find out how that his original partner at 30%, right? So they were in the lawyer's office. I'm figuring he didn't read the first documents that he signed, right? Is that what probably happened?
Well, and where he ended up winning out, and I think I'm correct. I haven't seen it in a while, but that was the interesting part in terms of his is it Edward Severino or his
Eduardo,
original part?
Yes, yeah.
Eduardo.
Yeah.
Original partner that nobody would really know unless you knew about it because he hasn't been involved in the company since the early days. But he walked into the office and when meeting with the Facebook lawyers had considered those lawyers his lawyers. But in fact, they were Facebook lawyers that Mark Zuckerberg was having him sign paperwork that his shares were going to be able to be diluted. And I think that's where he was able to win a multi-billion-dollar settlement was the fact that he considered he had lawyers. Like he was a majority shareholder and his company's lawyers were there. And little unbeknownst to him, they were actually working on the part of Zuckerberg to get him to sign a contract. So he thought it was. That's where that's where he did win out, but he didn't win out to the tune of Zuckerberg money, but he did win out to the tune of billions. So I think he's okay.
Yeah, slightly. All right.
Yeah,
pretty wild.
It is.
So let's go take a look at that NDX. NDX just went positive as we're talking here. We pull this baby up. You're up 10 points right now. We've just gone from 86.96. We're at 88.19. So now the highs that were generated out here on Friday are 88.37, and we're at 88.20. But it's going to go for these highs. We'll see.
Netflix is up almost 5%, man. Amazon is up 2.2%. Big numbers. Yeah, you get Netflix leading the charge up 5%. You get Alexon Pharmaceutical up 3.8. Align Technology is up 3. AMD is up 2.8. Taken away from it is American Airlines down 3.7, United 3.7, Western Digital 3.6, and Lululemon down 3.5. Lululemon. We get some airlines this week. We get JetBlue tomorrow, and we get Delta on Wednesday. Do we? Okay. Yeah. That's going to be. Yeah, and I met like we talked about, right? How do they predict what's going to happen? But I imagine there'll be some questions about what they think, at least. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Delta, what's that, 2013? We're trading at 2013 levels. I mean, and let's go take a look at the transport, the sector in general. I mean, that sector, well, it looks just like the marketplace. That's kind of interesting, I mean, we came down from 11,071. You get down to 6,481. You're at 8,000. It's intriguing that this sector almost looks like the S&P, a little bit weaker, but that means that what else is in that sector, man? That's it. I mean, you have delivery companies which are pushing the limits, I'm sure. Yeah, I guess you got a couple of you get truckers and you have the trains. I mean, CXX is at a tough run still, but yeah, gonna be wild, no doubt. Dow Industrials right now, folks, are down 244. You get the NASDAQ up 7. S&Ps are off 22. Gold's up $6.30. Silver up 23 cents. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 243, Nasdaq's up 4, S&Ps are off 21, and it's April 20th, folks. 420. That's pot day, and the pot stocks are running, man.
They are. They're getting that 420 bump, man. That's what I was joking with friends earlier. It is Canopy's up almost 6%. These stocks have been hit pretty hard with the market as well. But in terms of the context, I took a peek at them during my show. How about the 3-year weeklies, right? I mean, it's almost 3 years ago, which is remarkable that run-up began. A lot of people felt like they might have missed the boat.
Yep.
And you're at ridiculously low levels if you believe a company is going to survive and be around in the long term, like a Canopy might be. The one I always say that showed up on people's radars early is that Aurora, man. Really watch out, I think. 12 for 1 stock, reverse split coming for them. Yeah, they may be in trouble.
Yeah. What is 420? How did that?
You know what's so funny, man? I was trying to Google it, and I was getting multiple different things. I'll even pull over. I have a headline on one of them.
Willie Nelson. He's having a 4-hour, 20-minute concert today.
Okay, good for Willie, man. Willie's going to be rocking it. I had one up here. This one, it talked about 5. I had one up here that talked about 5 members, from some California. There's, you know what, man? I found multiple. Multiple stories on the internet. So if anybody knows, email me. We'll talk about it. I'll send it to you. Email you, Obi1 at TFNN.
Boss Dan in the den saying it's the police call signal.
That's one of the things you always hear. It was the code 420 or
Really?
something. Marijuana.
Marijuana on the loose.
That's right, man.
Wild and crazy country.
That's right.
I love it. Stay right there, folks. We got Think or Swim coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.